Good afternoon, Professor Annie, Jacques, Nadio, and Dr. Kazma. And also thanks for Frederick for all your facilities. And my dear supervisor, Professor Mark Valex. It's my great honor to be here to present my DBA presentation in front of you. My name is Angus Tang. I come from Shanghai. My thesis topic is how to motivate top talents from all life of work as volunteer for non-profit organization. I have 20 years working experience, work for DHL, WeWork, and Wordex, work as a management role. But the most important thing is I part-time work for an NPO organization named H as a chief supervisor for 18 years already. This is contents. So the contents is mainly including from the introduction. I will introduce methodology. Also, we have some findings, discussions, expected result, and the conclusion. Also, there's a demonstration case included also for the way forwarding. Why I choose this topic? Because after the discussion and advised by my supervisor, we both believe this is a meaningful topic and worth for a deeper research and study. That is how to attract and retain the top talents, work as a volunteer for the nonprofit organization. There are three main research questions. The first one is what attracts them? Because the top talents, they have a stable income, they have a good social status, they are well educated, but what is really attracts them to come to our organization and what are the real appeals of them? Because in the beginning, they just tell us, we come for interesting, we come for fun, but in the reality is that, so it's also for us to understand the questions and how to keep them motivated and grow together with the organization. The uniqueness is we focus on one of the best known NPO in Shanghai. It has a long history and they attracted lots of leaders from various of industrial work as a volunteer. And also for the significance is after the research by the literature review, there's less articles or dissertations focused on this kind of specific areas. And this is also can be expanded to more areas and to copy to other organizations. This is details of the research questions. I use three methodology during the dissertation. First of them is interviews. I pay a lot of time to do face-on-face and also for some course interviews to find some hidden or harder to find purpose of these volunteers. Secondly, I use observation. When I join of some activities or some events, I just do some observation through the association words established in advance to make the full structures to understand their real activities and needs. Last but not least, I also do some interview observation and do some simple questionnaire survey to other social organizations, not only focus on the demo case like H. I also want to combine all the information together to compose the thesis for me. The methodology, the module we use is called AMO. What means the A is ability. Ability, which means we hope the right people on the right position. It is easy for them to step into the non-profit industrial. And plus, the deepness of what is their really motivations after the research finding and after we got some conclusion or give some result, including in the opportunities. So which means we know the the people, they can do what from the ability, and we know their needs about the motivation, plus some solution conclusion about the opportunity. So we give to want to both the people and the NPO achieve a higher performance. So this is the main framework. It's separated in three main parts. We start from the research questions. We ask for some questions. Also, we research the dilemmas in NPO and volunteer motivations. We confirm the research methodology and the thesis framework in this set of parts. In the main parts, we analyze the problem. There's two parts. The part one is the theoretical foundations. It is analysis the NPO difference between China and the overseas, and also the current volunteer status in China. And also we do a comparison with between the enterprise management with the NPO. And we also do kind of a relevant research of the motivations. The part two is to give an example of organization age, the structures, the activities, and the current difficulties for the volunteer motivations. In the last main session, it's a problem solving and conclusion. It's separated in the capacity building and also the talent or the volunteers incentive module set up. The last is a concrete conclusion and implementation. We also combine a showcase here, a collaboration between a top 500 company D with the NPO H to verify our design, and we give the final conclusion in this part. During the research and the thesis writing, we have some findings. First of them is the influence of the Confucianism. Because in China, the Confucianism heavily impact the top talents because they achieve a very high level achievement. This kind of people, they think achieve others is achieving themselves. So we can achieve to a common voice of all the people, or even all the world. They think it will be think it gratuitously. So they do not pay much attention on the NPO development and think about themselves. They just think it's grantedly. And secondly, it's not for nothing. Because they really do have their needs, like the emotional needs. They want to expansion of the social cycle because they are the leader from a different industry, like a lawyer, like the expert, like the drama actor or actress. They also want to communicate with the kind of same level peers. But doing only in that own industry, it's very hard to find this kind of a group of people. Also, they have some personal dreams. Maybe some lawyers, they want to do the perform in the drama performance, but it's very hard to apply this kind of a scenario in their own industry, and they feel the organization like a home. Also, the money is not that important to them, but they like to better to have a allowance or reimbursement if they really pay some money for the organizer event. And the influencement of the founder, because in China, it's just a beginning study stage of the NPO. So most of them, they come from a very powerful people to lead the whole NPO development. And also, but during the research, they really think it's a lack for some planning, strategic setting in the NPO development. And also we focus on some discussions because we like to use the encourage focus because the people, they come not for, maybe not for money. So we will use the encourage the mechanism as just as a supplementary. And also another main topic is whether should we affiliate to the government? The answer is yes, because the government, they have some resources, they can release some policies to us, they give some honor awards, which is a high level top talents volunteer. They very hard to gain the recognition from the other channel by the government. Also, if we work with the government, the the identity of the legality, it's very easy to get because in China we have some grassroots organization. They do not have a kind of a recognition, and we can get some guidance from them. And also for the activities, we boost the bottom-up activities because they come from some personal dreams and only accept of the few of the people as a leader of the organization. For all the other top talents volunteers, they have their own club, either for like the magic to some providing support. So this kind of activities is a bottom up, so it's easily can support them to work even more hard and be people focused, and we have to reinforce the motivation from them, because if they really backed down to the each details of the routines, they will easily forget their initial motivations. There's a demonstration between the company D and the company organization H. We organize some collaboration event between the company with the organization D. From the company, they have lots of creative or innovation in the activities. They got some expertise in the event organized, and the people, although they are not full-time, but they have a much experience in the people welfare activities organization. And also they get some social impact. They got lots of from the news, from the broadcast, from television. It's easy to attract the news to focus on NPO plus a combination with the company. And also for the organization H, they just exposure their brand new or out of work company and a new friend to to know people from other company. Also, they can learn from a professional HR and project leader team from the company. And also their dreams can be fulfilled to apply to during the collaboration with the company D. So they just to drop out from the traditional activities, because in China, some traditional activities, which means to help the elder people to do the haircut, to give some money to the children. But for this combination, they can have a really innovated the more site or ideas on the NPO events. There's two expect we focus on people to set up a mechanism in a volunteer attraction and retention. The main contents is develop and motivation. Secondly, the volunteer is not profit driven, so make them think the contribution of them is worthwhile and know their needs to support the people and the organization. It can grow or develop together. And also, one good thing I like to share in this part, my supervisor, Mark, just gave me a chance to attend a global conference called AGRH, will be held in Barcelona in October 24th and 25th. I got the opportunity can show my result and talk more deeply research during that conference. There are some conclusions. The conclusion is academic contribute. The previously research either to only focus on the people in development or only focus on the NPO development, but their real articles focus on both the combination. And also, we'd like to use the halo effect. If we can copy the good result between the demonstration between D and H, we can copy them to other industrial and organizations. There's some main risk during my thesis writing. It's privacy, because the Chinese people are always very shy. They do not want to share the really deep or some insight from them. And also for the data accuracy, because NPO, they don't have a full-time employee or worker. They cannot do similar like a big enterprise or company. They have so many open data you can use or quarter. And also the last one is a methodology, because I use a qualitative study for this one, like for some quantitative research. But the good thing for this part is I work for this organization for many years and know the people very well. So it's also a points can plus to overcome the shortage here. Also, we have some difficult and obstacles. Is first of all, is I change my job to the #1 private logistic company. But I think it's very worthwhile, because during the DBA learning, I not only pay my attention on the research or study, I also learn a lot during the 3 or 4 years. I think it's very good for myself. And the new emerging COVID-19, there are lots of activities or events be reduced in China. And I like the face-to-face, maybe during the interview, also for some observation. And also, the last one is I do lots of online courses. So lack of face-to-face communication with professors, with the courses, and with my supervisor. So it's a little pity here. And so we are looking for the way forward. First, I do lots of research and set up a very, I think, roughly set up in the conclusion and the result session. And I organize collaboration between D and H. So I'd like to use a timely review because during the job, maybe I can change my job, but for this NPO, I believe I will keep working for that. So I can contribute my idea, my thoughts to this organization, and can bring more practice, like the D and H, copy the success story to other organization or to other areas to make more practice, and also to verify my theoretical and my result during the research. Last but not the least, is just mentioned. It's a slightly pity. I just use lots of quantitative research. So I believe I will keep a connection with my professor, and also I will cherish the opportunities he give. I will learn a lot from the quantitative research, and I will also plus for some comparison study for the further development and the research of my topic. So this is my presentation, and thank you, professors. Merci.